Welcome back to the ICC Cricket Academy. We are all excited for the game number 35. It's between Emirates Blues and Dubai. Both the team wear blues and it will be very interesting contest. Let's go without wasting a lot of time with Rashid with the toss.
Thank you, Combs. Time to flip the coin. I've got the two team captains to my right, and I've got the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. Team Dubai, they're reeling behind. They are the last of the points table. Emirates Blues have got some momentum going their way, and they will be in this game as well. Alishan Sharfu, the captain, he'll flip the coin. He's the home team. Let's have a flip. Heads is the call. Mr. Iftikhar would have to walk a long way.
It is head.
It is heads. So, Safir, toss आप जीत गए. क्या decide किया?
आज हम पहले बॉलिंग करेंगे.
Change.
फ्यू चेंजेस हैं. मालिक को अब्दुल मालिक को इन किया गया है और एक बैट्समैन को ऐड किया गया है. साथ में मयंक है और फिर एक दो जूनियर को भी मौका दिया गया.
अच्छा, आपको क्या लगता है कि कितना टोटल अच्छा होगा इनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट करने के लिए?
मे बी कि 70 to 80 रन हम कोशिश करेंगे कि इन पर रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर सकें, क्योंकि विकेट ऐसा है कि लो स्कोर मैच हो रहा है, तो कोशिश यही करेंगे कि 80, 85 या 70 तक इनको रिस्ट्रिक्ट कर लें.
आपको क्या लगता है कि दुबई के पास वो क्या इंग्रेडिएंट मिसिंग था जिसकी वजह से आप लोग अच्छा नहीं कर सके इस टूर्नामेंट में?
आई थिंक मेरे ख्याल से ऑलराउंडर परफॉर्मेंस थी. बॉलिंग बैटिंग का एक दो ऑलराउंडर अगर अच्छा परफॉर्म करते तो फिनिशिंग भी अच्छी होती और रन्स भी अच्छे लगते. वहाँ थोड़ा सा लैक किया हमने, इसलिए टूर्नामेंट में थोड़ा सा, लेकिन इंशाल्लाह कोशिश करेंगे इसमें कवर करें इसको.
चले, ऑल द बेस्ट.
थैंक यू.
Ali, finally winning the toss.
No.
What would you have done if you had won the toss?
We would have wanted to bowl first as well. Tried it a couple games and it worked out fortunately, but it's okay. We'll have to bat first now.
Right, and how does the combination look like?
We've got a few changes. Boys missing out going for a UAE practice game, so we've got 3 changes. Akasha comes in, Harit comes in, and Zawar comes in.
Right.
So it's okay. We're looking to get a couple wins on the board and probably find a place in the playoffs. Hopefully it goes well.
Right, this is a very important game for you. Like you said, you can have a chance to get into the playoffs. So what's going to be the strategy today?
Nothing changes from last night. Just play good cricket and back yourself and enjoy out there, and hopefully get the win on the board.
Right, all the best in doing that.
Thank you.
Right, that's the news from the centre. Then Team Dubai winning the toss and electing to bowl first.
Well, thank you very much, Rashid out there, who's looking sharp, and it is Team Dubai who has won the toss and elected to bowl first, and out there striving down is the captain of Emirates Blues, who said just back yourself. But while I've got a back myself, I've got Mudassir Ali with me in the commentary box. Mudassir, welcome to the commentary box.
Well, thanks a lot, Abid. It will be an interesting contest between these two teams. Emirates Blues taking on Dubai. Dubai winning the toss and inviting Blues to bat first. This is the first night game. 4 matches. 2 already we have seen mighty sides winning comprehensively. Fujairah first, then Sharjah. Now, Sharjah will be following this game closely, because if ECB Blues win here, then it will be neck and neck with Sharjah.
Well, it's the exciting phase of the tournament where we talk about the points table, which team need to win and which need to watch out, which team is close enough. Very exciting this tournament has turned out to be. A lot of games we played. Now we are just trying to get to that interesting phase where playoffs are about to begin here. The top 4 teams will go through, and for me, what I think, it's Sharjah really need to get first 12 points on points table, and then keep fingers crossed so that they do and get better in the net rain as well.
Oh, we are on the 9th day, and only team to get qualified for that semi-final is Fujairah, Abu Dhabi, Emirates Red, and for that 4th position teams are fighting. Coming down the track, hit hard in the gap, ball races towards the fence, off the mark, in style, Alishan Sharfu with the boundary. So is Blues.
Abdul Malik there being quite casual, trying to bowl that same ball over again and again. And this time, captain of Emirates Blues, Alishan, had a different plan. He wanted to dance down the track and hit it over the extra cover with some great confidence. And that will definitely, coming off the middle of the bat, that will make the batter feel better.
It's a treat to watch Alishan Sharfu going after the bowlers. On the back foot, extremely looking hot and red out there in the middle. Alishan Sharfu back to back boundaries, this time targeting the deep mid wicket region. Excellent, good looking shot.
Well, the consistency is the key here for Alishan. He knows that he is the key for the team Emirates Blues. If he scores, he gets going, the team will feel they can win and be at the playoffs. Swibbled knows that Malik will go into bowl shot. Again, ball shot. He was ready for it, and that bazooka has been out. 6 runs, first 6 for Alishan Sharifu.
Tata Baba says Alishan Sharfu targeting that shorter boundary. Power generated this time by Alishan Sharfu. Couple of boundaries follows with a maximum. Shimmy down the track and always in control. In trouble, Malik, the young lad leading the side of Emirates Blues, always among the runs. Alishan Sharfu, captain, leading from the front.
What a way to step out of the crease. Just a couple of dance moves and 6 runs. But not learning from the mistake is Abdul Malik. 3 balls that has been hit, 2 boundaries and a 6 was at the same area where he's been bowling. The last one was also at the similar position where he was trying to move away from Alishan, and it's the over with given 14 of the first over, 14 for none. And that's what the playing 11 is for both the sides. It's Akasha Tahir, Alishan Sharfu, Aryan Saxena, Ashwant Waltappa, Harit Shetty, Harsh Desai, Sabir Rao, Shalom D'Souza, Tanish Suri, Unaib Rahman, and Zawar Farid for Emirates Blues. And for Dubai, it's Abdul Malik, Aryan Lakra. Farman Afridi gets a game back here. Jaditya Malik, Mayank Kumar, Rahul Bhatia, Ronak Panoli, Safir Tariq, the captain, Shahid Nawaz, Shurya Singh gets a game today, and Syed Haider Wasisha. What a powerful side. Both these teams are rightly in the balance, who can give us the exciting game.
One name is missing in the lineup of Blues is Fahad Nawaz. UAE was playing a practice game in Sharjah. This is the reason Fahad Nawaz is not in the side. 10 matches, 3 wickets, economy of 12.29 for Aryan Lakra. He'll bowl in the second over. It's Zawar Farid off the mark on the back foot. Abid, if you remember that match in the World Cup, T20 World Cup, which happened in Australia, UAE went on to beat Namibia, the final wicket of David Visa. Everyone gave credit to Mohammad Wasim, but it was Alishan Sharfu who took that catch on the boundary. Very talented batter and terrific fielder to have in your side. Alishan Sharfu trying to make some runs and get back into the national side.
Creech Room hits it towards the cover. No runs there. But talking about that catch of Alishan of David Visa, it was, mind you again, it was at least 80 to 82 meters boundary at the straight where Wasim bowled that delivery, and it was long way up in the air. It takes real effort to catch that one, and that too with a full crowd. Again, talking about full face of the bat, and gets 4 runs, Alishan.
Runs continues flow from the blade of Alishan. Shimmy down the track, slapped Aryan Lakra towards the vacant region of extra cover and mid off, dealing in boundaries. Alishan Sharfu score 15 for no loss. Yet again coming down the track, but nicely read by Aryan Lakra, just pulling the length back at the right time. A single.
Well, very interesting contest this is between the two former under 19 teammates and current UAE teammates, Aryan Lakra and Alishan, and now here they are up against each other.
Taking his time, Zawar Farid. No Aryan Saxena alongside Alishan Sharfu in this match. They have promoted the experienced Zawar Farid to get some runs, quick runs for their team. Emirates Blues. Off to a good start. Final delivery on the back foot. To be a single. A good comeback by Aryan after conceding that boundary. 2 overs gone, 21 for no loss.
Emirates D10 2023 broadcast and streaming partners for us. Fan code in India, ARY, Zap, and A Sports in Pakistan. For YouTube, it's CricTracker. For Facebook, it's Sports Eye. And for the rest of the world, for Middle East and Pakistan, it's Myco. It's ITW and Prod.G and TPT 360 production, bringing you live visuals from ICC Cricket Academy, Dubai, where we are stationed at. And a big kudos to these broadcasting partners who's been accompanying us to bring a lot of tournaments.
It's Shahid Nawaz who will be bowling the third over. Not in control, trying to play towards the deep mid-wicket region, beaten with the pace. The ball goes towards the third man region, a single. Bulk of the runs came from the blade of Alishan Sharaf, who moves to 19 of 9 deliveries. It's Zawar Farid who's taking his time. It's a must-win game for Dubai. They started off brilliantly in this tournament, but just lost the way. Trying to make a comeback. Shahid Nawaz runs in. It's Alishan Sharfu on strike. Wayward delivery way outside the off stump. An easy call for Umar Farooq. A wide has been called.
Yeah, tall, fast bowler, not in control in terms of swing. Well, he really bends down well. He's got a great pace. I think he would be more effective if he comes round the wicket against Alishan, because Alishan is someone who would like to heave the ball more often rather than playing on the offside. So that's where you can get the chance. Striking. That's just like that. That has disappeared in a blink of eye. What a great smashing shot that one. Shuffled across and hits it perfectly.
He's young but a matured cricketer, taking full advantage of shorter boundaries, making room and finding the gap between square leg and deep mid-wicket. Good to see. Boundaries coming from the blade of Alishan Sharafu. Not afraid to play those shots. Loves to take on the fast bowlers, Alishan.
He got a production on the offside, cover and long on, are back in the boundary line. That's where they have extra cover fielder fielding that area, and that's how he wants to feed him outside off. Really don't want to feed him anything on the leg side, because there is a shorter boundary where Alishan is strong at. So that's the reason I was saying to come round the wicket and move it away from the right hander might get you the top edge.
Absolutely, it will be a good option for the bowler to come around the wicket and bowl away from the right hand batters. It's Zawar Farid on strike. Not finding those boundaries. The good thing is he's making sure he rotates the strike. Zawar Farid, yet again a single.
Well, Zawar Farid is currently just enjoying the show, watching his partner doing most of the damage, who's playing over 200 strike rate, Alishan. I don't think so. At the other end, you really need to take charge then when you have someone like Alishan who's striking hard.
Slower delivery. Was there a chance? It was put down by Safir Tariq. Change of pace. Back of lane delivery. Not in control, Alishan.
There's definitely something. Oh, that was a glove involved there, and that was a proper chance. Goes begging. shuttle and delivery. Yes, there was involvement of a little bit of a glove there. Well, you just can't not afford to give a chance to someone like Alishan Sharafu. He'll rip you apart.
Alishan survives on 24, dropped by Safir Tariq. Excellent, excellent piece of delivery to end the over number 3, 29 for no loss.
Dafa News brings in our partner to bring these visuals and to conduct these games. They play a huge role in always there to support the sports, especially cricket. They've been always associated with the the Emirates D10, even beyond in Oman as well. Meantime, it's been cut away nicely straight to the fielder. They haven't taken the floating power play. I think it was better slightly if you take the power play now because Ali Shan is striking hard.
The trouble for Blues is Zawar Farid is unable to get a boundary. You cannot expect Alishan to get those quick runs. Rahul Bhatia, the left-arm orthodox, 11 matches and 10 wickets to his name and good economy of 9.74. It again very slow in the air. So boundaries are hard to come. Slowly the bowlers are pulling things back for Dubai, but desperately looking to break this partnership.
Well, every time you bring Rahul Bhatia, there is a wicket until now. Let's see what he can do. The long on is deep. Oh, hit over his head. That hit hard. That will run away for 4 runs. Great looking shot. And it's Zawar Farid who joins the party with his captain.
At last a boundary from the blade of Zawar. Schmidt on the track. Trace a bullet. No chance for Rahul Bhatia. Played straight over the bowler. Much needed boundary from the blade of Zawar. It again coming down the track. Nicely bowled, pulling the length back at the right time. Rahul Bhatia almost going at a run rate of 9 runs per over, but they need to raise the tempo of the runs here. Ali Shan batting beautifully on 25 of 14 balls.
Yeah, nicely bowled by Rahul Bhatia. So the batter is using his feet, trying to come down the track. And he fired onto the pads. Yeah, I think the main agenda is to save runs here. If you just try to create the dot balls or singles, the opportunity of wicket taking creates itself.
Nice looking drive. An excellent effort from Mayank. Definitely saving 3 runs for his team. With that single, over number 4 comes to an end. 38 for no loss.
Fan code Emirates D10 powered by fan code. Extremely a friendly app and where you can watch the games as well in India. Meanwhile, we have Zawar Farid, who's on a strike, who's batting on 11. Farman Afridi has been taken. That goes up high and handsome. 6 runs. Good shot, that is. That is now what we call stand and deliver.
Farman has been welcomed with a maximum. Zawar Farid stood tall. And look at that flow. Played with the straight bat. No mistake. Got that elevation and distance. So good to see. Runs are coming from the blade of Zawar Farid. Previous over, he got a boundary. Now a maximum. Farman under pressure. Yet again, go straight. Can he beat the long on? No, there's a fielder station. Mayank is the fielder. So good comeback by the fast bowler, the young fast bowler Farman.
Yeah, I think he needs to little work on his techniques and varieties in the shorter format. What I reckon that is perfect for the longer formats, but the slower ones, those off cutters, leg cutters, are the key here in the shorter format. Oh, big shout, big shout. I think the impact was not in line. Could be. It was very close, but also could be the height.
Sharply came into the right-hand batter. The good thing about Ali Shan that he just did not move from that place, and it gave an good view for Umar Farooq to give the decision in favor of the batter, but a good comeback by Farman Ali.
And not the height, but impact was definitely outside the line. Oh, leaving that out. Now getting hit for a 6 on a very first delivery. The red carpet welcome from Zawar to Farman Afridi. But since then, he's done well now. Only given 1 run and 2 dot balls he generated. Now, every dot ball is a gold dust here.
It looks like the Abid just came from the Oscar Awards talking about the helicopter, red carpet. So many things coming out. Change of pace. It will be just a run. A single will be added to the total. Now the strike rate coming down for Ali Shan Sharafu. At one stage, was almost going at a strike rate of 210. Right, coming below 218 balls, 27 to his name. Zawar Farid slowly improving his strike rate, got to 18 of 11 balls. Last delivery, 46 on board.
Well, I think there could have been a catch, but never mind. That will run away for 4 runs. Pretty sloppy in the field. Shahid Nawaz, Farman Afridi bowled really well. The first delivery went for 6 and the last one went for 4. 50 up for Team Emirates Blues. And it's time for me to take a break. And it will be Ahmed Khwaja alongside Shoaib Ahmed take you through.
Well, for all sorts of exciting sports content and of course live ball by ball coverage of the Emirates D10, you can get the Myco app on the Google Play Store or the App Store on your Apple smartphone. Watch it, earn it, own it. Well, it's time for the floating power play, and that has been gleefully taken by the Emirates Blues, off to a very strong start. 50 for none after 5. Alishan Sharifu in great touch, top run getter of the Emirates D10 so far. And Zawar Farid has looked to cut loose as well, 22 of 12. It's going to be the big fast bowler Shahid Nawaz coming into the attack. Oh, back cover length delivery. He wanted to punch it over cover point. Just shifting around in the crease there. Alishan Sharifu. He's had a fabulous D10 almost 300 runs. Consistent 350s as well. He's shown why he's one of the best young batters in the UAE, already capped by the national side in both ODI and T20 formats. And he's certainly one who's going to be destined for greatness for the men in maroon, for the men in grey rather, or burgundy, which is the color in fashion right now. Pitched up and squeezed straight to backward point. Over pitching the ball, Shahid Nawaz. He took a chance. And Alishan Sharfu, just the toe end of the bat. Ronak Panoli takes a smart catch at backward point. And that's a big blow to the Blues. As the skipper has to depart. Just sliced it. And no mistakes made there by Ronak. So the first wicket down for the Blues. Right on the stroke of 50 for 1. So the new batter in is the left-hander Shalom D'Souza. And joining me in the comm box for the next passage of play is Shoaib Ahmed. Good evening, Shoaib.
Good evening, Ahmed. Blues on 50 for the loss of 1 wicket, and that wicket will definitely dent the run scoring of Emirates Blues. Just an opening that they needed. Shahid Nawaz and Dubai on this wicket, they will definitely bank on the experience of Shahid Nawaz, the way he's bowled and the way he should be bowling. They need to make sure that the fast bowlers do contribute today.
Oh, absolutely. The senior fast bowler of the side. They have a plethora of left-arm spinners, but he's certainly the lead pacer and providing that crucial breakthrough. Pitched up, nicely bowled there. Shalom just a touch late on the shot there, trying to slice it behind point. But these are valuable dot balls for Team Dubai.
Yes, they seem to be better prepared than yesterday. First up, I think it was the right call to be chasing in this game after winning the toss. Even 100, 105 on the board, Dubai will think that they can get to that total because it's just a matter of one player performing and getting those quick fire runs for their side.
Back of a length delivery, sliced over the short third, nicely put away by Shalom. And that will give the young left-hander a lot of confidence. Carved over that short third region and a much needed boundary.
Short and wide, and Shalom just going at it with full strength and making sure he gets enough connection for the ball to be sent packing over the deep third for 4. That's a good shot. Positive intent from Shalom D'Souza, and he's got his first boundary.
Yeah, you can't afford to bowl that line when the only fielder out is towards the leg side. Everybody in on the offside ring. Current run rate not too bad, just a tick around 9. And once again a big swing and a miss. So a tidy spell from Shahid Nawaz on the night. 1 for 12 in his 2 overs. Emirates Blues 54 for 1. So that is the batting scorecard so far for the Blues. Alishan Sharafu, 27 of 20, was looking threatening for a big score. Zawar Farid, well, it's taken some time, but he's finally found his form in the tournament. Still have the likes of Aryan Saxena, Ashwant Valthappa to come as well. Plenty of batting. Farman Afridi continues, and just spliced down the ground. He does have that hint of extra pace about him. He reminds me a lot of Pakistan's fast bowler Haris Rauf with that short run up, that slingy action. Good find for the Dubai side.
Yes, he's definitely an upcoming and an exciting talent, Farman. And I'm sure he'll be gaining a lot of experience from this tournament, the D series, where he's been asked to come out and express himself. And on this wicket particularly, I think he's going to be very effective if he bowls in the right areas.
Wide Yorker there. Well, Shalom was looking for a single there. Mate, hang on. Of course, you'll have that nervous energy about you. It's a very difficult format for the young batters to come in, immediately get going. But he's been given an opportunity tonight.
Oh yes, it's a very challenging format, this one, the D10. You don't have enough time. You can't settle yourself. You have to be at your best from ball number 1. This time just guiding it beautifully. Played it towards the deep third. Shahid does the clean up and will only be a single.
Fabulous fielding effort there by the big fast bowler. Moving quickly to his right. And grabbing on for dear life. Not a bad spell by Farman by any means. None for 14 in his 1.3 overs. But he dearly like a wicket. Came very close to picking up Alishan Sharfu.
Yes, 3 good deliveries from Farman. Can he continue? It's going to be a challenge. Maybe a change of pace would be ideal here.
Oh, back of a length. Pacey delivery. Zawar wanted to hook that away off the front foot. Not easy to do with that extra pace of Farman. Just getting that ball to zip through under the lights.
That was a good change in the length from Farman. Digging it in and surprising Zawar Farid, who was expecting a ball somewhere close to him towards his half of the wicket. Not to be.
They've pulled the game back well here. Only conceding 6 runs since the halfway mark. And it's gone straight up. Who's going to take it? Is there a deep square leg in place? No, one bounce over the rope. Gets away with that one, Zawar Farid. It goes for 4.
Well, that was a good delivery, but was it needed at this time is the question. Anticipating Zawar Farid on that occasion, making sure he gets enough bat onto it, puts it high up in the night sky. And that ball has been played in the gap between the fine leg and the square leg fielder. Very close to the ropes. 1 bounce. And that'll be 4 runs.
Yeah, he will not get intimidated by the pace. UAE all-rounder Zawar Farid. He's been there, done that against international level bowling. But that was a good short one from Farman. He's looked quite impressive. Attempted Yorker, clipped behind square once again. And oh, there's a misfield. Well, that's the last thing you can afford at this stage. You have to feel for the young man.
Yeah, not a bad ball. Nicely played and negotiated by Zawar. And as you rightly mentioned, the fielders need to back the bowlers. That was a good delivery. Didn't deserve to go for 4 runs. But that is the nature of this sport. 4 to end the over. 7 overs bowled. It's 64 for 1.
Well, you're watching the Emirates D10 2023 and it's an ITW Pro G and TPT 360 production for the Emirates Cricket Board. We're well into the latter half of the tournament now. The knockout stage is well and truly about to begin over the weekend. And these live pictures, the entire ball by ball coverage has been done by ITW Pro G and TPT 360. Wonderful images, wonderful coverage. We've had plenty of thrills and spills throughout the tournament. And they've made sure we've got all the action all over the world. So it's going to be Rahul Bhatia, left arm spinner, coming in for his second over. Will Shalom look to clear the leg side fence here? Smacked down the ground. Is it straight enough? No, just in front of the long off for a single. Current run rate just above 9, but they'd really like to get up to perhaps 100, 110 here, Shoaib.
Oh yes, that is the kind of score that Emirates Blues will want to target now with 3 overs remaining, while Rahul Bhatia and Team Dubai would want to restrict them to anything less than 100. That will be ideal for Dubai, considering that there will be more dew that will help the Dubai batters in the second innings.
Steps out, but nicely bowled there by Rahul. Bowled it into the pitch. Well, Zawar Farid is still out there for the Blues, and we know he's certainly capable of adding those quick runs.
Well, that's a good start to the over from Rahul. Now, this is going to be the most important over for Dubai in this innings. It's a make or break moment, and they've banked on their experienced left arm spinner. Goes full right into the block hole. And also they have a chance here to just get in a few dot balls with Shalom out there in the middle. He's inexperienced, very talented, but the pressure will definitely be a daunting one on the youngster.
Pitched up again and just punched down the ground. They've only scored 16 runs, 17 runs in the last 2.4 overs. That's just not good enough. And I can understand they want to give opportunities, but of course, D10 playoff qualification is at stake. They just came off a thrilling win against Fujairah of all sides. Oh, great effort there by Rahul Bhatia. Firm drive back to the bowler, and he almost hung on to it. That was a stupendous fielding effort.
Oh yes, you can see the appreciation straight away from the captain, Safir Tariq. Yeah, that was half a chance. These catches, they either stick or they don't. More to do with reflexes than the skill itself of catching the ball. But overall, an excellent over, this one from Rahul Bhatia. Can he finish off well?
Just struggling a touch here. Thankfully, the blow is to his non-bowling hand, but he's a trooper. Let's take a look here. That was hit with some force. Oh, great effort. Nicely done. Swung away towards long on, but only one bounce. So that's an excellent spell from Rahul Bhatia. None for 14 in his 2 overs. Emirates Blues desperately looking for some momentum. 69 for 1. Well, for live ball-by-ball coverage of the Emirates D10 and all sorts of wonderful cricketing content, get on the Myco app as soon as possible. It's free to download from the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. So watch it, earn it, own it for exclusive coverage of the D10 and plenty more. Only 2 overs to go. 69 for 1. Emirates Blues struggling to get going here, but Zawar Farid is still out there, 33 of 18. And Shalom has played a few good-looking shots, but going at a strike rate of 80 in this format is just not on, Shoaib.
Oh yes, I think a good comeback for Dubai after that wicket. As we mentioned, it's going to be an opening and they've made full use of that. Slower ball to start off with a direct hit. Come on, Safir. Hasn't played a lot of, what do you call that game?
10-pin bowling.
10-pin.
Completely missed there. That's what you call a gutter ball. So they have picked up a single. At least he's rotated the strike, but smart bowling from Abdul Malik. Held it back, bowled it into the pitch, off-pace delivery. It's difficult to hit that on these big square boundaries. Safir Tariq has led the Dubai side very well. Excellent find for them. Not only a leader, but a wicket keeper as well. Short ball pulled away towards mid-wicket and into the grass banks for 6 towards Team Sharjah. Take a catch there, Hilal Afghan.
That is experience for you. Zawar Farid, he is trying to accelerate and just at the right time. Not a bad ball, but a very good shot. Picked up the length early and got it right from the middle of the bat. That sound of the bat definitely sounded like a gunshot, and it's gone all the way for 6.
He's such a good player of the pull shot. on the front foot, in front of square, nicely put away. So Abdul Malik will be challenged here. 39 of 19 now for Zawar. This time over extra cover. It's gone like a laser. One bounce over the rope for 4.
Well, that's not great bowling from Abdul Malik. That was short, that was wide, and the kind of form Zawar is in, you can't be bowling in that area. That's a poor ball and rightly punished. All he had to do was time it and play it over the fielder at mid-off, and he's done that to perfection. One bounce, over the ropes, in the gap, 4 runs.
He's got all the shots in the copybook, the pull, that lofted extra cover drive, and if you pitch the ball up, he'll smash you down the ground as well for 6. So 11 runs of the first 3 deliveries. What changes are they making in the field? Everybody in on the offside. There is a deepish extra cover now. That long off has moved wider as well. So Abdul Malik needs to get it right here. Fine leg is up as well. Everybody back on the leg side. Pulled away again. Over square leg for 6. See you later. That one is not coming back.
Well, not learning from his mistakes here, Abdul Malik. Those length deliveries are not the right option. Bring out your Yorkers, your slower deliveries. He's just feeding Zawar Farid, and Zawar Farid is enjoying his time out there in the middle. He's pulled that, and he's played the Nataraja shot. That one front leg in the air. Just look at that. Beautifully done.
Yeah, he's feasting on the bowling like the Cookie Monster. Goodness me, 86 for 1. And Safir Tariq has come all the way from his wicketkeeper's mark to have a word with his fast bowler. Pitch it up, my mate. Pitch it up, because you're going to get blasted on the leg side towards the shorter boundary. Very, very expensive over. Now the Blues are bossing the game. Wideish long on, mid-wicket on the fence, deep square leg on the fence as well. Pitched up and hammered again, but has he got the distance? Oh yes, he does. Back-to-back maximums.
Well, this time the slower delivery, but not where he intended it to be. It's a short one. A lot of time for Zawar to play that shot again. And he is playing the knock of his life here, Zawar Farid. Absolutely blistering form. And that is a staggering hit towards mid-wicket for yet another maximum.
16466 sounds like the combination to Abid Ibrahim safe. Plenty of riches in that. Especially keys to his helicopter.
A lot of Bollywood movies, I'm sure, in that. Meanwhile, down the leg side, on the pads. And that will finally be a run, and just a run to end the over. Expensive over has brought Emirates Blues back in the game. And they are on 92 with one more over to go. 93 for 1 now after 9.
Well, the official food partner of the D10 2023, it's Radiant Star Restaurant Management. Plenty of goodies, plenty of wonderful food. Continental cuisine, Desi cuisine. And Abid Ibrahim will be their #1 fan for sure. So it's going to be the final over coming up. Jayditya Malik, given the final 6 balls. Interesting move to trust the young fast bowler here, Shoaib.
Well, yes, this is a very risky move. Let me add that. Very risky. It could either be less than 100 or it could be 115 or 20.
Very diplomatic of you.
Goes for the Yorker. Nicely bowled. And this one's been played straight down the ground. They will be looking for 2. Oh, they are going to for the second. And this is poor fielding from Dubai. And especially Mayank. Very lazy. Very complacent. And that is not the way to approach fielding in the last over.
Well, Amin Farooq, the team director, is not happy. That should have never been 2. Off-target throw. Mayank very lazy there. And look at that. That's an absolutely horrible throw. And great running by Shalom. Selfless. Getting Zawar Farid back on strike. The body language has just come down for Team Dubai. Just that assault by Zawar Farid. Hammered down the ground. Dead eye straight. And will be cleaned up by Mayank. Once again taking 2 steps to get the throw in. A big dive from Shalom. And I think this might be touch and go.
Well, I think that's living dangerously by Shalom. I think he's tried his luck yet again and will fall short from the first looks of it. He did put in the dive, but that is a goner.
You're absolutely spot on. Great effort, Shalom. But Jayaditya made no mistake. So a run will be added, but a wicket goes down here. 96 for 2. Shalom D'Souza departs. Well, in all the chaos, Zawar Farid has brought up his 50, 57 of just 24. And he will be on strike. Let's see if he can add some more to that.
Well, I don't think he realized that he's crossed his 50. No celebration there. Meanwhile, another good delivery, a Yorker length delivery outside off. This is good bowling from Jayaditya under pressure. And I think you need to give credit to the way he's approached this last over.
Excellent length. You're absolutely spot on there. Ashwant Valthappa, left-hander, is the new batter in. And this was the run out that invited him to the crease. This time Mayank attacked the ball. Good throw, flat. Easy bounce for Jayaditya to field the ball and easily whipping off the bails in a flash, even though Shalom was quite close in the end. Final 3 deliveries. What are we going to see from Zawar Farid? Big shot down the ground and straight as an arrow. And has it been taken? A wonderful team fielding effort there. First from Mohammad Farooq. And I think they've executed that relay dismissal quite well. We'll need to check. And Mayank is giving them the dreaded digit. But it has to be the match referee's decision. Let's take a look.
Yeah, didn't come from the middle of the bat. The slower delivery, had to put in a lot of effort. Zawar got the height on that shot. The elevation but not the distance. And made sure he collected it cleanly first. And then threw it in the air for his partner to do the rest. Mayank completing that catch. A tag team effort. And that is going to be the end of an entertaining innings from Zawar Farid.
Top stuff there from Mohammad Farooq. Kept his wits about him, kept his balance. And you can see that left foot. Well, that is the questionable one, but it looks all right to me. Just flipping it back towards Mayank, who thankfully was aware of that as well. So just waiting for final confirmation. And yes, he has departed. Yes, he's heading back. So a well-made 58 by Zawar Farid. But it's another wicket for Jayaditya Malik. 96 for 3. So the new batter in is Aryan Saxena, was opening the innings in the previous game. Now coming in at number 5. I think it was the right choice though to open with Zawar and Ali Shan.
Oh yes, it worked well for Emirates Blues and you have to give credit. And the way Jayaditya has bowled this over, he's come out with a lot of intent. And what an over this is turning out to be for Dubai.
Well, absolutely brilliant. Only 3 runs conceded, 2 wickets going down. Jayaditya bowling to Aryan, new to the crease. And lofted over extra cover. Does it have the distance? Oh yes it does. That's a beautiful shot to get off the mark.
Well, just when we said that we have seen a good over in progress from Jayaditya, he has bowled this one in the slot. And you have to give credit again to the new man, Aryan. Inside out, over extra cover, using his feet, great balance, quick hands, and 4 runs.
Super shot by a super talent. final delivery of the innings. They've got to that psychological mark of 100 runs. And Amin Farooq is not looking amused at all. He's cut a frustrated figure. And just punched towards extra cover in a misfield. Well, it was an awkward bounce, just landing in front of the fielder, and it skipped away for 4. So Emirates Blues conclude on 104 in their allotted 10 overs. A good batting effort in the end.
Oh yes, some runs coming in on the last few deliveries. That was a poor effort from Ronak Panoli, and he knows that. That should have been stopped. That could have been just a single. But in turn, it's been a 4. And that will bring Emirates Blues to a total of 104 in their 10 overs. 27 came from the bat of Alishan Sharfu. 58 from Zawar Farid, the two openers, setting the tone for Emirates Blues. In the middle overs, we saw some comeback of a sort from Dubai. But in the end, those 2 boundaries will definitely hurt Dubai. How badly will that hurt? We'll find it out in the second innings.
In terms of the bowling, it was Shahid Nawaz, excellent spell, 1 for 12 in his 2 overs. Jay Ditya bowled the final over, picked up a wicket as well. Excellent bowling from Rahul Bhatia and Aryan Lakra. Aryan Lakra only bowling 1 over though. It was a strong opening stand, and it was a pretty decent batting effort overall from the Blues, and decent bowling from Dubai as well. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings then. It was Alishan Sharfu opening alongside Zawar Farid. And Alishan continued his glorious form throughout the D10. Almost 300 runs in the tournament, the top run getter. And he took the attack to Abdul Malik big time in the first over of the power play. Went after his under-19 and UAE teammate as well. And Shahid Nawaz, well, he was quite miserly, but Alishan did look to take him on. And then it was the Zawar Farid show. That was a brilliant lofted shot over long on against Farman Afridi. This was the dismissal of Alishan in the floating power play. Shalom came in, looked decent, a couple of decent shots, but then Zawar Farid climbed into the attack. Whenever it was pace on, it was dispatched to the fence, and then taking 24 runs, including 3 sixes in that 1 over against Abdul Malik. That was very, very costly indeed, and took them beyond that 100 mark. Fabulous knock, getting a 50 to his name, Zawar Farid. He's had a quiet D10 so far, but those 58 runs he made today came in very, very good time. This was the dismissal of Shalom, running to the non-striker's end. And this was the final couple of deliveries. This was the dismissal of Zawar Farid, holding out to long on. Good team relay catch taken. And then Aryan Saxena came in, and 2 balls, 2 boundaries, strike rate of 400. Did exactly what was required for the side. So 105 is the target for Team Dubai. Need to start at a run rate of 10.5. Can they achieve this target? We'll find out after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the ICC Cricket Academy in Dubai. Emirates Blues taking on Team Dubai. Emirates Blues posting a total of 104 runs in their allocated 10 overs. Alishan Sharfu 27 of 20. Zawar Faridi was looking brilliant, 58 of 27 deliveries. Can this be the match where he gets back into form? Chalum D'Souza 8 of 11. Ashwin Waltapa just walked in at the last over, couldn't make much of a difference. Aryan Saxena getting 2 boundaries of the last 2 deliveries and taking the score to 104. Meanwhile, the bowling for Team Dubai, not very impressive. I thought Aryan Lakra was very good in his 1 over, didn't pick up a wicket, but some of the bowlers were very, very expensive. Jaditya Malik bowled just 1 over, picked up a wicket as well. Shahid Nawaz, the other wicket taker in that bowling lineup. 3 extras given away, so very disciplined bowling effort from Team Dubai. And restricting them to 104, they'll be quite happy to chase this down. I thought the game is slightly tilting towards the batters as soon as the lights have come on, the slight dew coming in. It's going to be Ronak Panoli to start the innings for Team Dubai. 10 innings for him, 182 runs, 18.2. The average strike rate of over 165. And his partner at the other end would be Aryan Lakra. 10 innings, 93 runs. Not a very impressive average, just 10.33 strike rate of 157. And meanwhile, for Team Emirates Blues, it's going to be the youngster Harsh Desai. 11 matches, 6 wickets for him. Economy of under 10, which is very impressive in the 10-over format. Average of 21. It's going to be an interesting battle. Ronak Panoli will be up against Harsh Desai. Umpire calls a play, and play it is. First delivery, that's been played superbly well. Full delivery, Ronak Panoli making room for himself, placing it to perfection, and starting this absolutely wonderfully well for Team Dubai. Look at that. How far he just moved down the leg side and created that angle to play it over mid-off. Getting a boundary on the very first delivery. Now he'll have to be very careful. He's gotten that boundary. They don't require 12, 13 runs and over. They can live with 11, 12. So they'll have to be careful. They have to pick up their shots and make sure they don't give away their wickets early on. It's about partnerships. Ronak Panoli, he's in excellent form in this tournament for Team Dubai. Hasn't been able to be very consistent. That has been a problem. Aryan Lakra taking his guard. And now we'll see Harsh Desai, who will be bowling right arm off spin against the left-hander. A very unique bowler, ambidextrous. And it's going to be Aryan Lakra to take strike. That's a good delivery, played well. Straight to point, no chance of a run. Will be a dot ball. 5 runs on the board. 3 deliveries done. And now Harsh Desai once again steps down. He pulled his length back. That's excellent bowling from the youngster. Realizing the fact that Aryan Lakra is going to come down the wicket and try to heave him. Now that'll bring Ronak Panoli back on strike. Well, 2 of our partners enjoying themselves on the grass banks. Well, that's an excellent shot from Ronak Panoli once again. Over extra cover this time. 1 bounce and off she goes for another boundary. That's a very, very good shot. Once again, following the same pattern, making room for himself and hitting it over extra cover. That's the 500th boundary of the tournament. What an achievement. Absolutely wonderful batting. This is real T10. That's an excellent shot. Once again, this time he's gone towards the onside. They've got a fielder there. That's running away towards the boundary. They just changed the field placing, and Ronak Panoli playing that absolutely wonderfully well towards that vacant region. A few bounces and off she went into the boundary ropes. First over done and dusted. Excellent start for Team Dubai. 14 on the board. Right, it's going to be Saber to share the new ball. And this is going to be a good battle. Saber Ali, 8 matches, 7 wickets for him. The economy under 10. And he'll be bowling to Aryan Lakra. Steps down, the slower delivery straight away. That's a good delivery from Saber Rao. Deceiving the batter, all ends up. Both of these batters have been superb. Ronak Panoli getting that brilliant start to the team in the first over. Look at that, absolutely wonderful. Just over the off stump. Couldn't understand where that was going. I'm talking about Ronak Panoli. He was wonderful in the first over. Got some runs. And to talk about that and a lot more, I've got Abid Ibrahim joining me in the comm box.
Thank you very much, Mohammad Rashid. Exciting passage of play here where Saber Rao is bowling to the UAE opener. The first one was a dot ball and now sprayed down the leg side, maybe trying too hard. Could not execute that Yorker right.
Yeah, wide delivery coming in from Saber. I think that's not going to help them. Dubai team captain Safir Tariq. They've got quite a bit of batting to come, Team Dubai, and this is a good start. 15 on the board after the first 7 deliveries. Well, that's been played up. Ishley just feeling short of the fielder. They're going for that second. Excellent running between the wickets. This is superb running.
Well, I'm still looking someone. If there is anyone who can go on the own side and clear that square leg boundary from this end of the left-hander. Now, Aryan, if he can get 6 runs, look at that running between the wicket. He was gone if there wasn't a direct hit. If this left-hander can hit square leg, maximum 6, good luck to him.
Yeah, that's towards the longer part. Misfield coming in from the fielder there. This is Shalom D'Souza. They'll pick up another 2 runs. Ronak Panoli, well, talk about Ronak Panoli, how good he was in the first over. That jersey number 24. That's the misfield then.
Yeah, which allowed them to get 2, and now your jersey number has been changed.
Yeah, Ronak used to wear the 18 number jersey, but I think after the death of his grandmother, he's opted to go for 24, which is the birth date of his grandmother. Paying some tribute to her.
A lovely insights there. There's always that you want to tribute your performances. And Ronak Panoli is kind of a character who doesn't show emotions much, but he keeps it in their heart. I'm sure that number is close to his heart.
Oh yeah, like I mentioned, it's his grandmother's date of birth, which is why he's gotten that jersey number 24. Previously used to don the number 18. Meanwhile, that's an excellent shot. Over mid-on, 1 bounce. That's a very good shot coming in from Aryan Lakra. Not trying to overhit that, timing it to perfection and getting for result.
The best part that he has been Saber Rao was trying to bowl around his pads. Just cleared the front leg, not so much. Little bit. Just look at that. Slightly shuffled, picking up. And he knows that the long on is up. The final delivery of the power play. With Aryan Lakra batting on 11. Oh, he goes again big. That's a longer part. It's right in front of Aryan Saxena. The 2 overs gone. It's been a great start, a balanced start for both the teams. It's 26 for none at the end of 2. There you go, ITW Prodigy, a broadcasting production partners with TPT 360. An excellent partnership between these two and making it even bigger, better. And they come together to bring these live visuals. They have been doing so much around the world. A wonderful team to have around.
Well, absolutely, the production has been top notch. 2 overs done, then 26 on the board for Team Dubai. They require 79 runs of 48 deliveries, and it's going to be the youngster to come in. Starts off well. That's an excellent shot from Aryan Lakra. That's running away towards the boundary. That's placed superbly well, bisecting that gap and getting 4 runs to start this over.
He was not really bowled poorly. That was bowled really well. In fact, it was close to the stump, but it was so brilliant shot from Aryan Lakra. Goes deep in his crease and puts that one away where there was no fielder getting that gap nicely. He's a special player, let me tell you, Aryan Lakra.
Undoubtedly, he's very special, which is why he's also part of the UAE national side. Has represented UAE in the under-19 as well, was the captain. Meanwhile, that's a thick top edge. That's over the keeper's head, running away from another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries coming in for Team Dubai. Things are going their way. That wasn't controlled, but they will take it.
They've got a brilliant start now with these 2 boundaries on the very first 2 deliveries of Harith. I think that was deliberate. But more importantly, the results. He got 4 runs. Now he's looking good with 200 strike rate. 34 already came off at just 2.2. That's why you see that little conference happening between captain and bowler and the senior players.
Oh, that's been placed well. Oh, straight to the fielder. The fielder was placed perfectly for that kind of a shot, right on the boundary rope. And Harsh Desai doesn't make a mistake. Aryan Lakra will consider himself very unlucky.
I think Harsh Desai has equal rights on that wicket as bowler gets that, because he knew where the boundary line is exactly. And that was taken well, greatly judged under lights. Got a great start, Aryan Lakra. Scored crucial 20 of 11 deliveries. Parishes 34 for 1.
Syed Haider Shah, the new batter, 7 innings, 55 runs, average of under 10, strike rate of around 105. Well, he's way much more talented than that. Hasn't been having a good tournament, but I think that can change in a few games. This is a very important game for Team Dubai, and he's a very important player for this team.
I've been watching Wesley from, I think, when he was 13 or 14. He was very young and always had that brilliance in him. He's someone who needs a little bit of a backup, a little bit of a belief. If he can hit one good shot, the rest follows. That was a previous dismissal. Up in the air, not in control. That was shot a boundary. But all credit goes to Harsh Desai, the way he took that brilliant catch. And while Shoaib and Mudassir watches with the best seat in the house, especially Mudassir with lying down, relaxing, chilling out here. He doesn't have to work hard. We had this discussion that he hardly likes to work.
Well, you're lucky he's not listening to this. Meanwhile, that's been played towards the covers. Haider Wasi Shah will pick up a single and get off the mark. Haider Wasi Shah has been very impressive throughout this tournament. Rather, before this tournament, hasn't been able to have a good day out in this one. Has struggled, I think, trying to hit it too hard, trying to go
and really accelerate, which is not working for him. Ronak Panoli on 13-4. Now he needs to take the reins in his own hands. They require 105 runs, of which they have scored 35, so 70 more remaining. Oh, that gets the under edge. Running towards deep third, a misfield. Some key players missing out in both the teams. We don't see Aditya Shetty. We don't see Nilansh Keswani. We'll talk about that in the next over. 3 overs done, 36 for the loss of 1. Right then, 3 overs done and dusted, 36 for the loss of 1. Team Dubai, they just lost Aryan Lakra in the previous over. Harit Shetty going for some runs, 10 of them, but he picked up that important wicket. And we're seeing a new bowler coming in for the Emirates Blues. Talking about new bowlers, they're missing out the service of Aditya Shetty, and Team Dubai missing out on Nilansh Keswani. Some of the players have been called up for that game of the UAE national side, the practice game.
Yeah, national duties there for. I think all the important players have been picked. Oh, big booming in swinger from Zawar Farid. I think that seemed a good seam movement there. Look at that.
Yeah, he's always got that ability. He gets it to seam into the right-hander, and look at how Ronak Panoli plays that. Keeping his eyes on the ball, that was key. And making sure that he gets some connection and they pick up a single. Now it's going to be Haider Wasi Shah. And I think this is the perfect chance for the right-handers to go against Zawar Farid, who brings the ball into them. And they would be playing towards the shorter part on their own side.
Well, Rashid, I think there has been a lot of strategies when there's a change of end. Because one part is so big and the other one is shorter. Because of the number of wickets that we play, that depends. Good delivery there. Again, that seamed in. I think he's worked on that ability to do that seam movement. Hard to pick him.
Oh yeah, that was slightly slow as well from Zawar Farid. It was in the slot, but I thought Ronak Panoli was too early on that shot. And they managed to pick up a single. This has been a good over from Zawar. 3 runs coming off the first 3 deliveries. Haider Wasi Shah still out there. 2 of 3 for him. Ronak Panoli 16 of 7. I think they're falling behind that required run rate at the moment, which is around the 10 run mark. 67 required in 6.4 overs. That's played over the bowler's head. Not timed all that well. Alishan Sharf, who will clean it up. They're going for the second and will make it quite easily at the end.
Yeah, look at that required and current run rate. Currently, current is better than the required, which clearly indicates the team in blue, Team Dubai, will have upper hand in this game. But it's again opportunity for Emirates Blues. Pick up a wicket, get back in the game. Hit hard through the covers, longest part of the ground. They'll only pick up one.
That was straight to the cover sweeper. I think that's the reason why they couldn't go for that second run. Meanwhile, 64 required of 38 deliveries. The required run rate and the current run rate are neck to neck, but they're not getting any boundaries. The last 2 boundaries came off the previous over of Harit Shetty in the first 2 deliveries when Aryan Lakra was still out there. And since then, they have not been able to convert those deliveries into boundaries. Ronak Panoli is still out there, 16 of 7 deliveries. There's a change in the field. That sweeper cover coming inside the 30-yard circle. He's gotten extra cover deep on the boundary rope instead. Bowls it way outside off stump. Will it be called as a wide? Yes. Umar Farooq extends his arms, calls it a wide. Zawar Farid, he wasn't very happy with that.
Yeah, there was delivery. I think that was very close call by Umar Farooq. And probably Zawar was looking to bring that ball in. He thought that he'll get that little bit of an swing or maybe seam in. Slow one again. Zawar smartly bowling this. Not giving it easy to the batter to smash him down. Yeah, good over here. Only 8 coming off it. It's 4 overs gone. 44 for 1.
Well, powered by sponsor fan code for this Emirates D10 2023. 4 overs done, 44 for the loss of 1. Ronak Panoli still out there. They've just lost 1 wicket out of Aryan Lakra in the 3rd over. And since then, both of these have tried to come in. Shoaib Ahmed enjoying the scenes at the boundary ropes on the bank.
But I haven't seen him being quiet any time. He always likes to talk. I'm sure he's talking around someone. If he's sitting idle, he'll definitely be talking about something or the other. Very interesting character.
Yeah, meanwhile, it's Akasha Tahir who's come in. Has been played well through the covers. Will only be a single, but now this is the opportunity for Team Dubai. I think Akasha is making a comeback into the Emirates Blues side. He has been out of action for a couple of years due to an injury he got in the Under-19 World Cup. And since then, he's been out of action. So this is their chance to really go after him and really take him apart and get that run rate to decrease and make it around the 8-run mark.
Well, you mean to say when he got injured, he was 19. Below the 19, when he is making comeback, now he's a senior man. So it's difficult for him. No more junior cricket for him.
I say that because it's always very difficult for a fast bowler to make a comeback. This is his first premium tournament. And an excellent delivery, realizing the fact that he's coming down the track, pulling the length back, bowling a short delivery. It has been given as 1 for the over. There you go, yours truly alongside the handsome man, Abid Ibrahim.
I thought you were talking about yourself. Thank you very much, Rashid. That picture completely looks like a Terminator.
Right, tease on you then.
Yeah, as Ahmed Khwaja says, I will come back.
Right, just 1 run of the first 2 deliveries. That's a good delivery, but played well by Haider Wasi Shah towards the fine leg. Long leg rather. Sabir Rao picks it up and they'll complete 2 runs. So they haven't been getting those boundaries coming in Team Dubai, and that can be a problem for them towards the later part of the ground.
Yeah, I think boundaries has been lacking now because the singles will not hurt Team Emirates Blues. What they're looking is if they keep on giving 8 or 7, perhaps 9 in an over, they will have a chance in this game. If they pick up a wicket, oh, there you go, maybe, fielder. No, there is no man standing there. I think that was deliberate shot played there because Haider knew it. There is no man inside the ring.
Oh yeah, that was a lucky escape for Haider Wasi Shah. That'll bring Ronak Panoli back on strike. He's going at 200 strike rate at the moment, but he's been kept quiet since the last couple of overs. You would really need to bring in a boundary. Well, that's taken the outside edge. That will run away towards the boundary. Lucky boundary coming their way. They won't mind it. It's a welcome boundary for Team Dubai.
Banged it really short, and that took a while to come. Yeah, he wanted to go on to the onside, got a big edge, and hits that 4 runs. Now this is crucial. Ronak wants to go hard. He's playing with 200 strike rate, but not getting a lot of strike. At times, it frustrates you. Now look at that. Over 200 strike rate and not getting enough strike.
Oh yeah, and with that boundary, they bring up the team 50 as well. Last delivery. That's been played well. Has he connected it? Oh yes, he has. That's gone all the way for a maximum. Much needed. 6 coming in for Team Dubai. That was coming down the track from Ronak Panoli, and he hits it over the bowler's head. 5 overs done and dusted. 58 for the loss of 1. That will bring a change in the comp box. It's going to be 2 new men in here. Ahmed Khwaja and Mudassir Ali.
Thank you very much, Abid and Rashid. 58 for 1 at the halfway stage. Strong start for Ronak Panoli. Fabulous 6 taken off Akasha there. 28 of 11. Aryan Lakra, decent innings. He was looking threatening, but then unfortunate caught at long leg. So it's going to be Zawar Farid back into the attack. They desperately need a wicket now. The Blues bowled him immediately on the money. Change of pace delivery, the off cutter, and the leg pole has been knocked over. Syed Haider Wasi Shah departs.
Just losing his shape. Syed Haider Wasi Shah trying to put that pressure on the very first delivery, dancing down the track, misses the line. And there you go, Zawar Farid, change of pace, working in favour of him. Wicket number 2 goes down, 58 on board for the loss of 2.
So the new batter in is Shaurya Singh, coming in 47 needed of 29. So they're just behind the game a little bit here. Need to go at 10 runs per over. Zawar Farid, he's had a fantastic game. Once again using that floaty delivery. It's just moving around under lights here, Mudassir.
Oh, absolutely, and experience coming into play of Zawar Farid. The first innings getting some runs, and look at that wicket. This time doing wonders in the bowling. Zawar Farid, change of pace, cutter delivery, hitting top of the leg stump. The big wicket at the juncture of this game. But they need this man who is on screen, Ronak Panoli.
Oh, absolutely. He'll be the game changer. Coming off a fabulous player of the match performance in his previous game. Oh, look at that. Just jump off the wicket there. Once again, you did mention at the pitch report there is a bit of live grass around that good length area, and that one really took off.
Oh, surprised by that bouncer. Even the bowler was not sure whether he will be getting that much of bounce. Are we playing in ICC Cricket Academy or somewhere else?
A real spitting cobra of a delivery there, and well adjusted by Ronak in the end, to be honest. Could have easily just taken the glove and onto the keeper. Needs to concentrate here. Watchfully played, tucked into mid-wicket. They're pushing for 2 here. And no, Good fielding by Harsh Desai, attacking the ball and a quick throw to the bowler there. Keeps it to 1.
So far, a decent over. Not much leaked here by Zawar Farid. Harsh Desai, he hasn't been used by the captain till now.
Yeah, he only bowled the first over in the power play. Forgotten man since then, forgotten boy rather. Shaurya nicely adjusting and pushing it out to point, but it's going to be a dot ball. This has been an excellent spell from Zawar Farid. Only 10 runs and 1 delivery remaining in his quota.
In 5 deliveries, he just gave away a couple of runs and a wicket to his name. Now slowly trying to pull things back in favor of Emirates Blues. Safir Tariq on camera, the captain of Dubai, a bit worried.
Yeah, there's an expression of concern there for sure. 45 needed of 26. They need some big hits. Can Shaurya Singh provide them for the men in dark blue? Always an interesting contest between these two very young sides. Pitched up and hammered towards extra cover. Long chase for the cover sweeper, but he'll get around to it. Or no, he will not. It's gone for 4. What happened there?
A poor field placement. They moved the deep cover fielder towards the deep extra cover. There was a big gap. Once he clears the infield, it was all 4 written on that. Nice looking shot, always in control, and ends the over with a boundary. 6 overs done, 64 for the loss of 2.
So it's going to be the young speedster, Unaib ur Rahman, coming into bowl. And he's going to come in from the ICC Academy, and so he has that bigger leg side boundary to defend here, Mudassir. So the plan has to be bowl into the pitch, pace off.
Right on the money, Ahmed. Pace off. It should be the plan. If you offer the pace, then you leak the runs. It's Ronak Panoli on strike. Change of pace, not in control. So it will be just a single. A slides come in from the bowler himself.
And it's a must-win game here for Team Dubai. If they don't get the 2 points, then they're virtually out of the D10 playoff race. Very, very important set of overs coming up. Shaurya Singh, he struck a nice boundary in the previous over. Can he continue? The fine leg is up. Perhaps that paddle behind the keeper. Third is up as well. So maybe use the pace of the bowler against him. It's going to be difficult to clear the fence on the leg side. So you have to be smart with your deflections. Use the angles in your favor. Oh, beats the outside edge. Good seam movement there for Unaib.
He looks like a young Rambo with that headband. Unaib, he has impressed everyone out here. He has got a couple of opportunities and grabbed those opportunities with both the hands. Young fast bowler Unaib ur Rahman.
Yeah, he's skiddy. Used to have a very interesting run-up, zigzag kind of run-up, but he's fixed that. It was just a psychological thing that he had gotten used to, was distracting him from his bowling. And he's rectified that. And I did ask him about that hairstyle. When are you going to cut your hair? He's like, after the tournament. I'm like, okay, I'll take you to the hairdresser. Oh, this time another change of pace. Beautifully bowled there.
And look at that swag from Unaib Rahman. Keeping it simple.
Well,
in his
Mudassir,
bowling.
are you saying it because you've gone bald after your Umrah? That's why you're getting a bit jealous?
Even before Umrah, I was in the same state of hairstyle.
Yeah, I think I'm joining you in a couple of years or maybe a couple of months. With the way this nail biting contests are going on, we're all going to go bald.
But there is only one man who cannot match me is Abid Ibrahim.
No comment. This time pitched up and it's gone straight up. This should be taken. Long on fielder circling. And yes, nicely done. Excellent bowling for Unaib Rahman, rewarded for his consistency.
Shaurya was promoted up the order, but trying to raise the tempo of the runs after a couple of bad shots. Now yet again losing the shape, not in control. A wild shot and straight towards Zawar Farid. No mistake, and Unev strikes in his first over. Now slowly they are making comeback. 65 for the loss of 3.
So it's going to be the captain Safir Tariq coming in at number 5. So just a slowdown in the run scoring here for the men in dark blue. That equation is becoming more and more difficult here, Mudassir.
Oh yes, and in the last 10 deliveries, only 7 runs has been scored, and Safir Tariq, the captain, 11 innings, 126, and look at that average of just 12, and not a good-looking strike rate as well, 140 to his name. He needs to play a captain's knock. Yet again, change of pace, not in control, taking the top edge. Poor effort, not needed by the fielder, but good backup by the bowler himself.
Well, now that required run rate has gone up above 12, so that can become very tricky. Once again, pace off, beautifully bowled. Shaurya had to go for the big shot, just didn't have enough distance on it, and a safe catch taken by Harit at long on. It's been a superb over, perhaps a game-changing one here from Unebur Rahman. But Ronak Panoli is still out there, 30 of 14. If there is anyone who can change this equation around for Team Dubai, is this man on strike. Oh, beautifully bowled. Look at that movement of the deck. Fabulous, fabulous over from Unebur Rahman. Getting a round of applause from my co-commentator, and why not? Brilliant stuff. 66 for 3. Official food partner of the Emirates D10 2023. It's Radiant Star Restaurant Management. They've been very supportive and very fantastic food they've given us throughout the tournament. Have you enjoyed it yourself, Mudassir Ali?
I eat less and work less, but wherein my co-commentator Abid eats a lot and never works.
Well, there you go. So it's time for the floating power play. Okay, so that is a big move made here by Team Dubai. And it's going to be UAE international bowler Sabir Ali Rao, left arm seamer, to bowl it. So there you can see the third man is up, fine leg is up. So they've got a cover sweeper in place and the mid wicket protecting both square boundaries.
If he can give at least a 10 or below 10, it will be a good over for Blues. Runs in Sabir on strike. Safir goes down on one knee, and there's a man station. No mistake. Is Harsh Desai in the house. The young lad was in pressure, but excellent catch.
Fabulous running catch by Harsh. Fielder placed expertly for that shot. Pace off from Sabir Ali. And that's a wonderful plan, wonderfully executed. Safir Tariq dragging it onto the leg side, and Harsh, he's got a very safe pair of hands indeed. Well done, young lad. So a wicket for Sabir. The captain departs for 1, 66 for 4. So the new batter is Mayank Chaudhary. Trying to cut that away behind point. The shot was on, Mudassir. Couldn't execute.
He was a bit lazy while playing this shot. Just came in. Mayank Kumar. It was the wicket of Safir Tariq. It was in the slot. but a good field placement by the captain resulting in a fall of Safir Tariq. So Mayank on strike now slowly. ECB Blues pull the things back. Mayank Kumar 10 matches and 101 runs to his name, 16 average and a strike rate of 150.
Oh, it's an outside edge towards short third and taken. Well, Sabir Ali Rao is bowling a game-changing over here. Pace off, wider, outside the right-hander's hitting arc, and he's spooned out to backward point. Second wicket down in the over.
Mayank came in, said hi, hello to everyone, and walks back. It was way outside the off stump. Change of pace and an easy catch taken by Akasha. Now the boys in light blue uniform are back in the game. It's 66 for the loss of 5.
So it's been an almighty collapse here for Team Dubai. Abdul Malik, the all-rounder, coming in at number 7. 2 wickets in the floating power play for Sabir Ali Rao. Short ball, pace on. This time it will be a wide though. That was well above Abdul Malik's helmet and rightly given as a wide.
So the first run conceded by Sabir Rao in this over. Couple of wickets, a dot delivery. The hard hitter batter Abdul Malik. But it will be a longer boundary towards his leg side. Sabir, change of pace working in his favour, going for runs in his first over, but good comeback in this over, especially getting those 2 wickets at the right time for Blues.
Oh, this time nicely bowled once again into the pitch, can only scurry for a single. And this could be a back breaking over here for Team Dubai. 37 needed of 14. There is only so much Ronak Panoli can do.
Is the inexperience of Dubai coming into play or is it poor shot selection, Ahmed?
Very good question. I think the way they didn't accelerate after the mandatory power play, they've just left too much to do at the end. But they still have hope if Ronak can get going. 2 deliveries remaining of the power play. Maybe if they make the equation down to 30 of 12. Down the ground and straight to mid-off. Fabulous bowling from Sabir Ali Rao. 3 wickets in the over.
Sabir Rao once again strikes for the 3rd time in this over. The big fish, Ronak Panoli, he was not in control, trying to play big. Change of pace yet again, working in favour of Sabir and Zawar Farid yet again. The fielder, no mistake. It's a big loss for Dubai. 68 on board for the loss of 6.
So final delivery of the power play. New batter is Shahid Nawaz. And beats the outside edge. That is a game-changing over from Sabir Ali Rao. Fabulous bowling. 3 for 14 on the night. Team Dubai 68 for 6. They need 37 of the last 2 overs. So penultimate over of the game. Unaib Rahman down the leg side. He bowled a fabulous first over. Needs to build on that momentum though. 2 wickets to his name. And it's been the Emirates Blues fast bowlers that have done the business tonight, Mudassir.
Oh yes, and especially this lad, he bowled his first over brilliantly, just giving away a couple of runs and a wicket to his name, getting rid of Shaurya Singh. And what a wonderful over we have witnessed. The previous one from Sabir Rao getting 3 wickets. It's a shorter boundary for Abdul Malik on his leg side. He needs to be very clever as a bowler, Unaib.
Oh, absolutely. Have to be careful. He's a big striker of the ball. Right in the block hole. Pace on Yorker. Dug out towards long off. They're pushing for 2, but there's no chance for that. Excellent fielding from the Blues. They've been right on their A game tonight.
Ahmed, you have seen him playing those under 16 days, Unaib Rahman. How impressed you are the way he's bowling in this tournament?
Oh, he's been fabulous. It's a difficult format for the fast bowlers. He's taken a bit of tap in the other games, but tonight he's been right on the money and he's improving day by day. Had a long injury layoff as well. Slower Yorker this time inside edge, but straight to fine leg, only going to get one. So this game is well and truly getting away from Dubai now.
19 years old boy has the skills to bowl those slower Yorkers, cutters. It's been brilliant. What a comeback after injury. Making a statement in D10 format.
Yeah, all he needs now is a haircut. We'll take him for that. 71 for 6, 34 needed of 10. Protection on the leg side. There is a mid-wicket and wideish long on in place for Abdul Malik. Right on the money. Nowhere to go. Can only dig it out for 1. This is a sensational spell. Although maybe Sabir Ali Rao and Zawar Farid will take the plaudits, Unaib Rahman has been just as good as his senior fast bowlers.
Perfect delivery to bowl in the death overs, not giving much room into the block hole. What a spell he's bowling, the young lad Unaib Rahman. Just 6 runs of 9 deliveries he bowled so far, and a wicket to his name, and slowly the target is going out of reach of Dubai.
That will give him so much confidence going into the last 3 days of the tournament. Emirates Blues well within a shout of making it into the playoff stage. Length delivery picked up towards cow corner. The one time he missed his length, he's been smashed for 6.
Just trying to change the line and length, and he has been punished rightly by Shahid Nawaz. It was in the arc and clears that longer boundary with ease. Shahid Nawaz, the fast bowler, getting much needed maximum for Dubai.
Well, he's giving them a half a chance here. 27 needed of 8. It's not impossible, although it is improbable. Oh, this time off pace again, and they'll allow the bye. But that is a much needed comeback after that big 6. 26 needed of 7 now. Are we going to see a miraculous finish here, Mudassir Ali?
This looks like a tough job. On the screen is the coach Qasim. Alongside him is the boss, anti-corruption boss. He's Mr. Colonel.
Oh, absolutely. Following all the protocols required of a top-tier tournament. And good to see the Emirates Cricket Board right on the money, making sure everything goes by the right processes. Followed all the rules by the book. Oh, beautiful Yorker once again, trying to play all around it. And in the end, it's a priceless dot ball. So 26 needed of the final over. So an exciting conclusion to match 35 of the Emirates D10 2023. 26 needed of the last over. Well, we've seen Team Dubai involved in final over thrillers throughout the D10. Can they do it again? It's a tall task. Who will be entrusted with the final 6? Alishan Sharafu, the captain, taking the responsibility, Mudassir Ali.
Good option. Very experienced. He's young, but he has that experience playing for national side. Keeping it simple. It's a shorter boundary for Shahid Nawaz on the leg side. Bowled full on the off stump, just a single to start the over.
Yeah, that was a perfect Yorker going away from the right-hander. Difficult to put that away. The only area you can really aim for is perhaps wide-ish long off or extra cover. So it's a difficult shot to execute. Let's see what he has in store for the left-hander though. Like you mentioned, it is the bigger leg side boundary. 75-meter hit on that side. And he's switching to over the wicket, so wants to go across the left-hander. Ring field on the offside, all in the park. All in the 30-yard ring. And a slower bouncer to start, waiting for the umpire signal. He's allowed it. It's all right. Fair delivery, dot ball.
And they have the 5 fielders inside the 30-yard circle for that slow over rate. Alishan Sharafu, the captain, bowling the final over. There you can see the 4 fielders on the offside inside the 30-yard circle, and there is one more fielder on the fine leg.
This time outside edge and beats the short third. Well, a streaky boundary. So 21 needed of 3 now. Mathematically, that just isn't possible, Mudassir Ali.
Oh yes, he was not in control, though he has got that boundary, but still, if he doesn't concede any extras, wides or no ball, they'll take those 2 points home, Blues.
This time just chipped down the ground in front of the mid-off. Chance for a run out. Oh, needed a direct hit. Well, Alishan, you should have gotten back to the stumps there, but I don't think they're too fussed about that.
But what a comeback by these lads, especially in the batting. Then in the bowling, going for runs in initial overs. Dejected, frustrated.
Yeah, this could mean their departure from the tournament. Full toss not put away. So it will be victory for Emirates Blues. A priceless 2 points. They keep moving up the points table. Back-to-back victories, first versus Fujairah. And now getting 2 points over Team Dubai. They've got the momentum at the right stage of the tournament, Mudassir.
Just a couple of experienced players in this lineup. His young Alishan Sharafu leading the team. He has the support of Zawar Farid and Sabir Rao. Yet again a slower delivery. And it's a dot delivery. What a comeback by the young team Emirates Blues. Out of nowhere pulling the victory. Especially the bowlers Unebur Rahman, Sabir and Zawar doing wonders with the ball. Yet again tasting the defeat, Dubai.
Well, it's a healthy margin of victory as well for Emirates Blues. They win by 18 runs in a 10-over game. That's an absolute hammering. Excellent batting by Zawar Farid and Alishan Sharafu. And then in the bowling, Sabir Ali Rao, Uneb Rahman, taking all the credits. And of course, it was a good spell from Zawar Farid with the ball as well. So he's had a wonderful all-round show. Well, taking a look at the batting scorecard then, a chase of 105. And they fell well short in the end. Good start provided by Ronak Panoli alongside Aryan Lakra. But nobody else in the middle order contributing. And then they fell well short by 18 runs.
7 bowlers have been used by the captain, and clearly the pick of the bowler is Sabir Ali. 2 overs, 14 runs conceded and 3 wickets in his kitty, and wicket each for Harith Shetty, Zawar Farid and Unebur Rahman. What a match he had, the young fast bowler. 2 overs, 12 runs, wicket in his kitty. 5 extras has been conceded. At the end they managed to keep Dubai to 86 in their allotted 10 overs and got 6 wickets.
Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the run chase then. It was Ronak Paloli and Aryan Lakra who started off well. Brilliant striking from Ronak, capitalizing on the power play. They opened up with spin and he opened up the offside to take some pretty boundaries. That was a beautiful slog sweep over mid-wicket. But Sabir Ali Rao, he was absolutely locked in, even though Aryan Lakra and Harith Shetty took some punishment. But this was the dismissal that caused the demise of Team Dubai. Great catch taken at long leg by Harsh Desai. Ronak Panoli tried his mightiest, some towering sixes. But this was the dismissal of Wasi Shah. Just couldn't get going tonight. And Unai Brahman, fabulous bowling, although just 19 years old, using his variations, using his smarts. Then the floating power play was taken, and no less than 3 wickets going down in one single over. Zafir Tariq, Mayank Chaudhary, and then the big fish, Ronak Panoli, caught at mid-off as well, all in a matter of 6 balls. And that was truly done and dusted. Shahid Nawaz tried his best, but in the end they fell well short of that designated target of 104. So the match summary of match number 35 of the Emirates D10 then. It was Emirates Blues who won the toss, invited. So in the end, it's a healthy margin of victory for Emirates Blues by just 18 runs, easily triumphing over Team Dubai. We'll take a short break and be right back for the post-match presentation.
great game we had here between Emirates Blue and Dubai at match number 35. They had Emirates batting first, scoring 104 runs, and 105 was the target. But Dubai succumbed under pressure. They got bundled out at 86 runs. Well, it's been really a tough day for Team Dubai. I've got Mr. Iftikhar Ali to present the Player of the Match award. The Player of the Match award goes to someone who scored 58 runs. What a hitting we have seen, and have taken a wicket as well. 2 catches also. Zawar Farid, please come, Zawar, to take your Player of the Match award. What a performance this has been. Clinical performance with the bat, with the ball, in the field. All 3-dimension player. What a great talented Zawar. बड़ा ज़बरदस्त मैच रहा आपका. बैटिंग में भी स्कोर हुआ, बॉलिंग भी अच्छी हुई. आज तो फील्डिंग भी बड़ी ज़बरदस्त हुई है.
जी अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, अल्लाह पाक का शुक्र है जी. मेहनत की, एफर्ट की, इसका रिजल्ट आपके सामने सर.
आप सीनियर प्लेयर हैं अपनी टीम में, मतलब अली शान आपसे जूनियर भी है, लेकिन किस तरह लगता है जब वो आपको मैसेज देते हैं क्या करना है?
जी बिल्कुल अच्छा लगता है. कैप्टन ने फिर बात तो अच्छी करते हैं, माननी पड़ती है. कैप्टन जो जिम्मेदारी दे निभानी पड़ती है. जी
आई थिंक आपका रोल बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है. आपने ज़रा बात भी करनी होती है, एडवाइस भी आप करते हैं एज अ सीनियर प्लेयर टीम में. उसको कितना संजीदगी से लेते हैं कप्तान?
जी कप्तान सीरीज लेते हैं, बाकी जो यंग है उनको बताते हैं. जब ये राइट आर्म बॉलर फर्स्ट कर रहा था इस एंड से, तो उसे बताया मैंने स्लो लेग कटर करते रहें. अगर 6 पड़ेगा तो हम जिम्मेदार उसके, आपने तेज़ नहीं करना. जो भी हो जाए बता के करें, लेकिन स्लो ही करें. तो वो करते रहें, कामयाब हुए. अच्छा कर.
बड़ा मुश्किल विकेट था, लेकिन 58. गुड लक टू यू, वेल डन.
जी थैंक यू सो मच. Thank you so much.
Excellent work there. Zawar Farid got a very crucial 58 under difficult conditions here. That's it from the post-match presentation. We'll catch you for the next game, which is lined up between Sharjah and Emirates Red. See you then.